Story starters. At times ideas strike. Not full story ideas, though a small glimpse of a story, in which I call story starters. Below are 4 of those story starter ideas that came to mind. It's not so much that the idea is horrible or can't be made into a full-fledged story, because each can, but at times ideas come to me that are not within my genre to write. When this happens, I write them out, as well as keeping them in a computer file, and place them in a box for some time in the future. Hope you enjoy these story starters and you are drawn into what might be. Story starter titled Fatal Secrets. In Fatal Secrets you learn the most incredible details of past and present happenings among King Albert's circle of knights. Could their actions be the fall of the kingdom? It's a very exciting story about a boy, named Alexander, the son of a nobleman. When Alexander's father is killed by corrupt knights, who try to kill the king, he dresses in his father's knightwear and professes to defend his father's honor. Little does he know his pledge goes deeper than that. Just after Alexander makes his pledge while out in the forest, he finds all of a sudden there is commotion up ahead. It is dark, foggy, and the moon struggles to light his way. He comes upon the same knights who killed his father. What does he do? Will he take them on to defend his father's honor? Alexander learns of the plan to kill the king. His sense of heroism, honesty, and integrity sets him along a quest to save the king. He needs courage, perseverance, and strong faith to carry out this task. Will Alexander become a hero in this fast-moving adventure? What is certain, this book will capture the reader's interest and not let it go, making this a great story of a fictional historical event. There is a twist to the story, one which I leave out so as to allow the reader to experience it for themselves. If it were written out in full, I could recommend this book to those who love adventure and stories about knights having honor and take on battles to protect their king. Everyone would fall in love with the character of Alexander and all young girls would wish to become the character of Gwendolyn, the king's daughter. I'd suspect, whether you were male or female, you'd love this book. Story starter titled Shell Island. Go back in time to an era when people used horse and buggy to get around and you will fall into place with the people inhabiting Shell Island. This story is merely about a young boy, named Parker, who shares the same passion of invention with his father. Together they compile their ideas and work toward progress in America in the turn of the 20th century, a time full of change. The skill I'd use as the author in my writing would allow readers to visit the early 1900s where most Americans lived the way their parents had and aren't open to new ideas and concepts for growth. Horse and buggy was the mode of transportation, until Parker and his father start circulating their ideas about motorized transportation. Who were these two future-thinking individuals? You'll enjoy all the excitement on your visit to this era. An era of innovation and progress later to be known as the Progressive Era. I'd recommend this book to anyone who loves learning about technology, working on a project and seeing the end results. The character I'd most admire is Parker. He's the type of boy who shows compassion for something he believes will help others in having better lives. Story starter, titled The Last Boyfriend. There is a grand twist to this story, one which I'd love to reveal, but unfortunately believe would spoil it for readers. I can say it is not a typical story. And forget about judging this one by its cover. It is nothing you could possibly imagine. Once you get into the second chapter you will not put this book down. You will be taken swiftly from a young girl, named Charlotte, spending the day with her family at a local picnic to her struggles of staying alive. Reading this book takes you to the very place where Charlotte is and puts you in absolute survival mode right along with her. You will try to figure out what her next move should be as if it were you in her place. I'd recommend this book to readers who love suspense and the thrill of a happy ending. Although Charlotte is the main character and there is much to love about her, my favorite is Mark, her last boyfriend. What a great love story. And, now, the last story starter is titled Whitehorn. Whitehorn, a novel of America, is a book about a particular castle located high above the foothills in a land once forgotten in early America. When Nicholas visits with his family, he is in awe of the stone structure. He steps into the tower, facing west, overlooking all the land far below, and wishes with all his heart to someday become a great ruler of the land. In the blink of an eye, Nicholas falls to the floor and things go dark. As he awakens, he notices his family has disappeared, that he is dressed in royal clothes, and sits upon a fancy throne. At first, he tries to get up. He wants to leave this place but is immediately confronted by his courtier, and is advised to be still as a major threat to his kingdom has taken place. I would recommend this book for kids who like the thrill of adventure and hold a dream in their heart. My favorite character was Nicholas, who stepped right into the shoes of a fierce ruler and saved his kingdom from ruin. Thank you for listening. My biggest wish is that you have been entertained and can experience a variety and sampling of my writing abilities. Bye.